Hey everybody, hope you're well. In this video I'm going to talk through what TFP means and what I believe the 6 benefits of doing TFP are. So firstly, let's start with what TFP means. Now if you're new to photography, certainly if you're new to photography, you may have heard the phrase or the term TFP, or if not, you may well hear it in the future. TFP basically is a trade for photos, or a trade for prints, or a trade for pictures. Basically, in short, it is an agreement between photographer and model that the photographer will take photographs of said model and provide them with an agreed number of photos, and license them to that model, so that model can use them for whatever they want. And the benefits of doing this is it's a financial one, of course it is. Both the photographer and model will give up their time. The model receives an agreed number of photos that they can use within their portfolio, and also the photographer will have some fresh new photos that they can use for their portfolio. So it's a trade-off, basically. There were some people who say, and this is both photographers and models, who say, I've reached that point in my career where I don't need to do TFP. I expect to be paid for the work that I do, and that's fine. However, there are 6 benefits to doing TFP. It doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or whether you're experienced in what you do, whether it's photography or whether or not you're a model. There are benefits to still doing and still agreeing to take on trade for photos. And those 6 are, so start with number 1. Number 1 is it helps build new connections and new relationships. A lot of people in business, I would suggest, will more often work with people that they've worked with in the past and who they have come to know, like and trust. That's quite a big phrase that gets banded around in business. It's know, like and trust, know, like and trust. And you get that basically through networking. You go to any networking meeting, I suppose, yeah. You go to any networking event, that's what I was looking for, networking event. Go to any networking event and you get to know people, and you're more inclined to work with them and vice versa. So it's building relationships, building connections. A lot of my work comes through referral. I don't spend as much as I should actually on marketing, because of social media. I just kind of throw it all out there and I need to spend a few extra quid. I know that, I'm working on it. But a lot of my work currently is come through referral and through people recommending me, which is great. It's a great endorsement when somebody recommends you to somebody they know, because they're not just saying this person's right fit for you, this person's great at what they do. They're also putting their own reputation on the line by doing that. So for somebody to step out and say, I recommend this person, it's a big thing, it's a big deal, and not one that should be understated or underestimated. So that's huge. So that's number 1, building connections and building relationships. The second one is it is a great way of trying new concepts and techniques. Certainly from a photography perspective, if there is something that you've got niggling away in the mind that you want to try, there is no point trying it on a paid shoot, because if you mess it up, there goes your reputation. So by asking a model to work with you for TFP, you can then try those new techniques, try those new concepts. If they don't work, it doesn't matter. Now, I would also suggest that you're upfront with the model to begin with and say, I'm trying out a new technique and I'm trying out a new concept. This is what I would like to do. So if you do mess it up, that model is inclined then to work with you again and not go, well, no, I've wasted my time. If they know up front, you'll be okay. Number 3, it is a great way to build your portfolio. There will be times where both model and photographer, there will be down days or down weeks or down months where you don't have as many bookings as you would have hoped or would have liked. By working with another creative, photographer or model, and working TFP, you can fill those gaps. So you've still got new work coming through that you can push out, the content you can push out to your social following or to prospective clients, to say, yeah, well, this is what I'm doing and I'm constantly busy, so I'm a busy person. We all have time off, we all have holidays, and we all have those down days. But if you go months and months without producing fresh work, it looks like you're not busy. So one of the tricks, I suppose, is to give the perception that you are busy, and you can do that through TFP because you're creating new work and you're pushing new work out. You're still working, you're just not getting paid for it, but they don't need to know that. Number 4, it's a lot less pressure. Certainly from a photography perspective, if you are trying new things, especially if you're trying new things, going back to point number 2, or benefit number 2, if you're trying new things, there's less pressure on you to nail it because of the agreement that you've got with your model or with your photographer, depending on which side of the fence you are. And again, it comes down to being open from the beginning and saying, look, this is what I'm looking to achieve. So there's a lot less pressure. Number 5, almost like a follow-on from 4, because there's less pressure on you, it allows you the opportunity to make mistakes. Again, when you come to a paid shoot, you want to be nailing it. You don't want to be messing around with settings on your camera. You want all that set up, you want to know how to use your camera, and you want to know the look that you're going for and how to achieve it. You don't want to be doing that on the set or on the shoot. You basically need to know how to achieve that before you step foot through that door. So by doing TFP work, it allows you that time to make mistakes. It is better to make mistakes on a TFP job than it is on a real job. That sounds bad. Not to say a TFP is not a real job. You know what I mean. It's better to cock up on an agreed freebie than it is on a paid shoot, because that client may never come back, and they may know somebody who knows somebody, and word gets around, and again, your reputation's shot. And number 6, it allows you the room to develop and to grow as a creative, as an artist. If you take 1 through to 5 into perspective, it gets you confident talking to people. It gets you confident with working through your camera and working through different scenarios and setups, and it gets you working under pressure, and all those benefits. So benefits 1 through to 5, if you can get all those together, you hit number 6. It's a great way to grow and develop as a creative. So guys, what I'm saying is nobody is too good not to do TFP work. And I think really the bottom line is stay humble.